Disney's Scary Storybook Collection. Beauty and the Beast, The Haunted Castle. "Oh, Mama," Chip wailed as his mother, Miss Potts, ran the water in the sink. "Why do I have to take a bath?" Now, Chip," Miss Potts said, as she gave Chip a good scrubbing with a sponge. "You want to look your best for your birthday tomorrow, don't you?" "I guess so," Chip giggled. "That tickles," he said, as Miss Potts patted him dry with a towel. "All right, we're all done," Miss Potts said. "Look, Belle," Chip cried as Belle walked into the kitchen. "I'm clean as a whistle." Belle laughed. "You look very nice," she said. "Are you excited about your birthday tomorrow?" "Am I?" Chip cried happily. "Mama says that we'll play lots of games. Isn't that right, Mama?" Miss Potts nodded. "That's right, Chip," she said. "Do you think I'll have a birthday cake, too?" Chip asked Belle. "Well, I don't know," Belle said, winking at Miss Potts. "I guess you'll just have to wait and see." Just then Chip yawned. "All right, Chip, it's time for bed," Miss Potts said, as she nudged him toward the china cabinet. "But how can I sleep when I'm so excited about my birthday?" Chip asked, yawning again. "Oh, I'll think you'll manage," Miss Potts said, as she gave him a quick kiss. "Good night." "Good night, Chip," Belle said. "Good night," Chip said. His eyelids were very droopy. In another minute he was fast asleep. A few hours later Chip woke up with a start. The kitchen was very dark. There wasn't even a crack of light coming in from the door of the hallway. Everyone must be asleep, Chip thought. He blinked sleepily. Suddenly he heard a long, slow creak, and then the rattle of metal. It must be coming from the silverware drawer, thought Chip. "Who's there?" Chip whispered into the darkness, but nobody answered. Then the noise stopped, but it soon started again, more quickly this time. Chip shivered. "Come out and show yourself," he said, trying to be brave. He wished that there were some light in the kitchen. He couldn't see a thing. Suddenly the door closed with a bang. Then Chip heard footsteps and the low kick of the door closing. "I better go see who it is," Chip said as he jumped out of the china cabinet. "What if it's a ghost or a monster? I'll go warn Mama and Belle, and they'll wake the beast." Chip was pretty sure the beast could scare away any ghost or monster that got into the castle, as long as someone warned him in time. Carefully, Chip climbed down from the table and hopped into the hall. Someone had forgotten to close the curtains, and the light of the moon shone into the hallway, but Chip still couldn't see very well. Suddenly a floorboard squeaked. Chip ducked behind some draperies. Then Chip heard voices. "I've got them," a voice whispered. "Good, let's go," another voice said. "The others are waiting." Others, Chip thought. Could the house be full of ghosts and monsters? Chip was scared. Sure enough, the floorboards above Chip's head let out a slow squeak. The ghosts and monsters were everywhere. Thud, thud, thud. The creatures were making their way up the stairs. Chip peeked out from behind the curtains to see what they looked like. But it was still too dark. Chip couldn't see very well. If Chip wanted to get a better look at the creatures, he was going to have to follow them up the stairs. The little teacup hopped the stairs quietly. When he reached the second floor, he stopped. Along the wall, Chip saw a long shadow. It must be one of the monsters, he thought. It was enormous and had a large bumpy head and sharp claws. It was even more frightening than the beast. Finally, the shadow of the monster disappeared into a room. Chip just had to see what the monster looked like, so he decided to go in. He took a breath and quickly hopped to the door and let it swing open. When he saw what was inside, he let out a gasp. "Chip!" Belle cried. "What are you doing up so late?" "My heavens, Cogsworth!" the mantel clock shouted as he dropped the large present he was carrying. "We haven't even finished decorating for your surprise breakfast birthday party yet." "Surprise party?" Chip asked. "You mean there are no ghosts or monsters?" "Goodness, no," said Lumiere. "Why were you in the kitchen?" Chip asked. Cogsworth held up a pair of scissors. "We needed these from the silverware drawer," he explained, "to cut the streamers." Belle laughed. "Well," she said, "I guess this really was a surprise." Chip grinned. He was glad the surprise had turned out to be a party and not a bunch of ghosts and monsters. "Thanks, everyone," he said happily. "This is the best birthday surprise ever." The end.